Alright, welcome back to Sonic Lost World. In this video, we're gonna finish up the Silent Jungle with one pretty okay level and then one really annoying one. Let's get to the okay one first.
And now, Sonic, it's time for...
How come he's not blue?
You incompetent fools! I cannot trust you with the simplest of tasks. All right, we can work this to our advantage.
Somebody messed up royally because we don't have Sonic.
We know!
I love Tails' little paint me like one of your French girls pose. But here we have another one of these levels. We first saw one of these, I want to say, in World 1. And it's just about as, you know, whatever, as it was back then. Although, this one is a little bit harder, as it is, you know, farther on in the game. But it's not really anything you should ever have a problem with. And it does reuse the music from the first one, which, like, okay, the music's okay, but I just would have rather maybe a new track. Also, those enemies are totally bombs. Like, I'm sorry, but they completely just stole those from Mario. Those are bombs. I was just checking here to see if there's really anything of interest, but there's not, of course. And it does that weird Super Mario Sunshine camera thing where it just, like, darkens off most of the screen except for, like, a circle. So this is actually a pretty neat gimmick here. You gotta switch them from side to side depending on what side of the, or what, you know, if you're on the bottom or the top of the thing, and they'll flip accordingly. Again, another one of my very descriptive descriptions. You gotta go to the top of the thing. You gotta have really quick reflexes in sections like that. That's actually a fairly difficult sentence to say. Also, here's another one of those things where you need to run on the wall and then do that, and I've never been a fan of those, so yay. This part's even worse. Oh man, I hate that red ring. Just because I hate having to run on walls. It's really quite annoying. At least I did at that time, but I didn't get the red ring. At least I could show off that this path exists. You just have to get good at the wall running, which I'm good at, but I'm not great at. I can never do it exactly as you're supposed to. And pretty much what that is just a little bit of a shortcut. It'll get you here a little bit faster. Laser! Again, aim at the gamepad, although I think you can also do it with a thumbstick. This is one of those levels that looks a lot cooler. It's probably a lot cooler to watch than it is to play. Especially if you have someone like me who's very good and knows what they're doing. Because I'm the best at this game. I am kidding, of course. I don't actually think that highly of myself. I mean, I think pretty damn highly of myself, but not that much. Get off the damn wall, Sonic. But we're gonna finish this level off. It's a pretty okay level. The next level's the more offensively bad one. Need some more challenges for Omochao, and I'm assuming I'm not going to have any room to carry anything. And hey, look, a thing I'm not going to ever use, ever. I will eventually show off the briefcase thing, but that's like way down the road. Also, I didn't have enough animal buddies, so I had to go grind for some animals, so that's fun.
Look at him all, I'm so fast and stuff. Makes me sick. Time to knock him down a peg.
This level was a nightmare the first time I played this. I do not have very good memories of this level. I still don't really think it's a very good level. And of course, it's a side-scrolling level. Surprise, surprise, one of my least favorite levels in the game is a side-scrolling level. I don't know, this one's just not very interesting. It has a dumb gimmick, and I don't know, it's like an okay boss. And the music's pretty boring. The music's good, but it's boring. Also, just get up there, Sonic. I'm gonna try and go out of my way more now to get animals, because I couldn't get into this level at the beginning. Also, down there is a secret 1-up, so little pro tip there. Although we have plenty of 1-ups and we don't really need any.
I want to beat him up. It won't make me happy. But to be fair, nothing makes me happy.
Again, kick those gold bombs back, not the normal bombs. Only the gold ones. I got nothing to say about this level just because I really don't like this level. I like to jump over these, you know, speed boosters, but it's literally just because it's kind of a hassle otherwise. And those are totally thwomps. Like, this, I don't know. I'll always defend that this game isn't quite, you know, Super Mario Galaxy, but it completely rips off certain Mario enemies. Like, that thing that was just in our way was a thwomp. In the last video, we totally saw bombs. Like, that's just a thing. Man, oh man, this level is boring. Also, this is the level that really taught me that you have to use the gamepad to use drill. Because in this section, if you're using the control stick, for whatever reason you can't make those jumps, and you just fall right down. At least I do, and I don't know why. But if you use the gamepad, you do it just fine. And this part's pretty self-explanatory. Although I'm having a bit of trouble with it for some reason. But yeah, for whatever reason, if you use the control stick, it just does not work. Yeah, I got a lot of game overs on this level just because of that one part. And because I didn't realize that you had to use the gamepad. Speaking of having to use the gamepad, one thing I'm very disappointed with is that you can't use the Pro Controller. Like, yeah, there are some things in the game that you have to use the gamepad for, like that previous section, but I don't know. You can use the Pro Controller in co-op. Well, not co-op, but the multiplayer levels. So I'm really not sure why you can't use it in the story. So here's like the big gimmick of this level, and that's the light turns out eventually, and you need to turn it back on using these switches. And that will also sort of play into the boss. So, you know. Although I will say, I think this level's a little bit better looking with the lights off. And for whatever reason, I want to say you can't actually attack those bombs in the dark. Don't know why, I can still see them. Don't know why I can't target them. Like, I like the silhouette stuff that side-scrollers are doing lately. Like, Donkey Kong Country Returns did a level like this, Mario 3D World did a level like this, and now this game is doing a level like with the silhouette gimmick. It's pretty cool. Just gotta avoid these thwomps here, because that's absolutely what they are.
Oh yeah.
I really thought I was going to be able to get on top of that thwomp there. but I'm just gonna parkour up instead now. This section is very easy to just ignore the thwomps and just parkour up them. It's one of the places where I would say the parkour works the best. I don't know how that hit him. It went through the platform. But if you go up here, I do believe there's a red ring up here, and there's also some coins. Some rings, sorry. Although that section right down there, the one where it's down a little bit more, that is pretty annoying to get the, you know, the timing right in order to not get squashed. I believe we're gonna go into the boss now. Nope. One room, then the boss.
If I hurt your face, it'll make me smile. So in the end, I'll just be hurting myself. Cool.
Oh, that's right. There's a really funny line when you defeat this boss. Probably one of the most bizarre lines in the game. And it's very out of place in a Sonic game. And Deadly Six theme, commence!
Another pointless conflict is about to begin. Come on! Only the Reaper wins in the end.
And that's the line. That's really, really quite funny. Only the Reaper wins in the end. But that boss is pretty self-explanatory. He flies around the room using copies of himself, and turning the lights on shows you which one is him and which one's a copy, so then you can beat his ass. Not really that tough. Then again, none of the bosses have exactly been tough. So that's it for this video, and that's it for the Silent Jungle. Next is the Cloud World, which is, it's okay. So we'll get to that in the next video.